Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching and listening to us from. Welcome to Soccer Team, the Investors Channel. Today, the 22nd of January 2025, we are going to be looking at Trump Stocks episode 2, the second edition of this topic. Today, before we go into the topic proper, let's just make a disclaimer. Every information we share on this channel for education and information purpose only. So do your due diligence or consult your financial advisor before making any decision. On that note, we thank everyone who has been following and supporting us. Please, we need more of your support. So please subscribe to this channel, put on your notification bell so that you don't miss any updates that we have for you. So today, just before we get into the topic proper, we'd like to look at the market roundup so that you are actually brought to speed about how to position your strategy and your portfolio. So the stock market is on the tear today. The Nasdaq, the S&P 500, the Dow, all of them are on a tear. You can actually see the S&P has done over 1%, the Nasdaq almost 2%, because of so much optimism that inflation will actually be tackled by the current government and a whole lot of the promises that's coming out of the technology sector, which we'll be talking about. Meta has now invested in Databricks. We said Databricks will be going into an IPO very soon. So we don't necessarily recommend IPOs for so many reasons that we have actually talked about in our previous episode. I'll share some of those videos in the description section. Microsoft is no longer the exclusive partner to OpenAI. And on that news, you can see Microsoft stock doing almost 4% just today because investors are actually seeing that Microsoft might actually take more bullish move to rejig its AI strategy. The Microsoft AI product has not really been doing as expected, but keep a watch on Microsoft. Last year, it only did just under 12%. Compared to Apple that did over 30%. Oracle shares are actually going up. They announced a Stargate project, a consortium between Oracle, OpenAI, and also SoftBank, 500 billion investment into AI infrastructure in the US. You could see the market, Nvidia, SoftBank, Oracle stocks all on an upward movement. Very impressive today. Disney is getting a buy rating. It's not a buy for us. It's not a sell as well. It's a hold. Barclays is actually cutting Ford. Ford has been underperforming its peers in the vehicle sector for so many years now. Ford is definitely a sell. On that note, we'll be going back to our topic for today. So yesterday we looked at the top manufacturing companies that will actually outperform in this Trump 2.0 in the second administration of this government. You could actually see a whole lot of movement in the manufacturing sector yesterday. The likes of Walmart, not necessarily a manufacturer, but they benefit from American manufacturing. The likes of 3M did well over 5% just yesterday. But today we are looking at the technology sector. What are top technology companies that are likely to do much more better or outperform their peers? And we will be taking the list one by each. So just follow us. We will go to our demo board as usual. We'll go to our demo board so that we can demonstrate what is behind our thought process. Number one that we'll be looking at is actually Nvidia. So Nvidia is actually the bellwether of the entire AI infrastructure, AI ecosystem. If Nvidia does well, the entire ecosystem will actually do well because why? Nvidia is like the picks and shovel of the entire ecosystem, just like the gold rush. So the people who were making the picks and shovel actually made so much money, and the guys who were actually the ones refining the gold were the ones who made it later. So Nvidia is actually that determinant of where this industry is going. And if you look at the tariff strategy, the economic strategy of the current government, it is likely that Nvidia will get better deals. It is likely that Nvidia will also get some kind of incentives to become the most sought after AI hardware and software provider. The reason is that the US wants to actually lead any country for that matter, in the AI race to become the number one AI country, either for economic reasons, either for strategic or military or defense reasons. And Nvidia has what it takes. Nvidia is likely to get better deals in China. Nvidia is likely not to be sanctioned in China. There might be restrictions on what it can actually do in China and some other markets, but Nvidia will actually sell more chips. If you look at the announcement by the Stargate Consortium, you could actually see that the entire ecosystem will still continue to rely on Nvidia, at least for the next 4 years. Number two on the list is yours truly, Palantir. So Palantir is actually not directly competing with Nvidia in any reasons, for any reasons for that matter. But Palantir is more or less like the data processing, data analytics, data management, data security platform that allows anyone, either in government, in private sector, in public sector, in security and national defense and strategic ecosystem, to actually govern data, protect data, and use it to make decision where it matters, either on the factory floor or even in the battlefield. So as the US wants to position itself as the AI leader, the US will actually need the likes of Palantir to design new AI data analytics environment, new, secure, and very, very cutting edge data analytics software infrastructure that is going to actually allow the US to outperform, outproduce, out innovate. And that is where Palantir actually stands. If you look at the last few years, Palantir keeps getting much more innovation or initiative project on the defense side of things. The commercial side of things, which is actually the cherry on the top, might actually be the tailwind for this company. So if the US under the current government is going to actually position itself as the AI leader, Palantir is the one that will secure the data because of the kind of data governance architecture that the Palantir foundry or Gotham actually has. So keep an eye on Palantir. Is actually part of this Magnificent Seven for Stocker Team. I'll drop that video in the description segment below. The next stock we are looking at is ARM. Now, just today, on the back of the announcement that the Stargate consortium that we talked about earlier, this company this year, just between January and now, has done about 44%, almost 45%. Today, on that news, this company has done about 15%. And you'll be asking yourself, what exactly is going on? What exactly is going on is that the entire AI ecosystem, semiconductor ecosystem, actually relies on ARM's chips design. ARM doesn't necessarily make the chips. They have the intellectual property, they have the designs that the likes of Nvidia, the likes of Micron, Broadcom, the likes of even MediaTek, any semiconductor company that actually matter, they rely on ARM to produce the designs that they can actually use for any chips that is going to power the next generation of artificial intelligence infrastructure. So this company will only actually get more tailwind as Nvidia continues to outperform. The next stock that we are actually seeing in the technology sector to outperform in this Trump 2.0 is Oracle. There is the idea that the database infrastructure management, hardware, and software will only rely so much on Oracle. If you look at what Oracle is going to do, especially with the new alliance with the likes of OpenAI, SoftBank, and a few other partners, Oracle is actually needed for that database architecture. And part of what we've also recommended was that one of the mega stocks to own is actually Oracle. Impressive as it is, in the last period that Oracle all-time high has been in the market, you could actually see over 265,000%. The entire tech ecosystem is incomplete without the contribution of Oracle, and we actually believe that in the next 4 years, Oracle has what it takes to actually outperform, especially on all of the initiatives. The last but not the least is none other than Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN. The entire technology semiconductor ecosystem will continue to rely so much on cloud computing. And the undisputed winner, the undisputed leader in that ecosystem, cloud computing, and even AI data center infrastructure, is actually Amazon. Amazon has actually created a niche that the likes of Netflix wouldn't have scaled so fast, so high without Amazon. Just because Netflix is doing very well today, because Netflix, crushed the numbers, millions of new customers or subscribers on that platform. Just imagine in the next 3-4 years, as the likes of the Stargate Consortium, Nvidia, and all of these AI players continue to scale on their cloud needs, Amazon is just going to take a huge chunk of that cake. And on that note, let's just look at all of this recommendation. Let's hear from you. What do you think about the picks in the technology sector? Which of these stocks do you think will underperform or outperform? Do you agree? Continue to subscribe to our channel. Put on your notification bell. We actually appreciate everything, every feedback we get. Even if you don't drop a comment, the fact that you watch our content from time to time is enough for us to share this video. Continue to support us. We actually appreciate everyone, including those who have supported us directly, indirectly, privately, publicly. Till tomorrow when we meet, please continue to invest and continue to grow. Thank you. See you tomorrow.